just quickly. We have in Surah Al-Falaq, we have in Surah Al-Falaq, وَمِن شَرِّ النَّفَّاثَاتِ فِي الْعُقَدِ. This here has lots of views and opinions. Some people, they use this ayah to talk about what? Black magic. And one of the big question is what? Black magic. Is it true or false? That's what we are gonna be going over. Before we do that, we have to understand the ayah, is it not? وَمِن شَرِّ, يعني it's talking about there is something bad. Because shar means what? Something bad, evil. Okay? So we have evil, they say, we have, I am seeking protection from Allah because of what? The evil of these, according to some translations. Hala, why they understood this is not my subject now, but my point is, what's al-naffathat and what's al-uqad? Al-naffathat, tha, okay, al-naffathat. So this is like th, okay? And this is al-uqad. What's al-naffathat? Al-naffathat is from nafatha. شوفوا نحن عندنا باللغة العربية some scholars, they say, linguistic wise, they say the words that they are very close to each others when it comes to pronunciation, okay, they have a close meaning. So they say there is a close meaning between nafatha ونفخ ونفس. Okay? فنفخ ونفس. شو يعني نفخ? Huh? I'm sorry? Yeah, to blow. Huh? Sheikh? نفخ. نفث, they say it's little bit less. يعني شو كانوا يقولوا؟ هلا أنت open your app quickly. Open your app and get me the translation of this. Every translation is different, but almost same meaning. So what do they call this here? How they translate it? Huh? Blowers? Knots. Knots means al-uqad. Knots means al-uqad. The blowers, what do they used to do? They used to, according to the Arabic meaning of this and historical, stories, they used to so let's say you go to a magician and you tell him, you know what, I have a problem, blah, 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 blah. He's not going to tell you right away, yeah, this is a solution. He wants to add some spices because you have to pay him money and you have to feel, hey, this is a serious matter. So you go there, they have bakhur, okay, dark, something here, strange, weird. So you live what? The scene, okay? And all of a sudden they want to prove that they are, creating problems for the guy who you hate. So they used to bring some, let's say, strings or whatever, and they knot that, okay? You feel, wow, there is something here hidden. But in reality, is that right? Is that what Islam believes in? Or Islam is telling us what they used to do? And here is the big problem happened. Where's that big problem? I don't know if we can finish this subject today, but I'm going to do my best to wrap it up quickly. Because we have Saybat al-Ain too, the evil eye. We're going to discuss it. Two people got married. They used to love each other for 10 years, 10.5, okay? And they got married. Couple months later, they start having what? A fight. Right away, the old guys, what they are going to say? Yeah, or maktub, katibi. Is there something called katibi? But why you have someone had black magic for us, and that's why they, according to them, we have issues. We used to be happy family. All of a sudden happened. Ya Habibi, it did not all of a sudden happen. Go check your lifestyle. You don't have enough time to talk to her. She does not talk to you. You are busy paying, your bills, working overtime. She is busy working. For sure you are going to fail. But نحن, we always have to blame someone. And the first beings to blame is whom? Ain or jinn. So right away, what they are going to say? Oh, jinn, someone had katibi for me. Yani black magic, they say. What's your proof? They say, this is the proof. They claim, this is what? The proof. Is that a proof? Look, to be objective, you have to know something very important. If I can't prove something, okay, via science, does it mean it does not exist? No. Same talking. If I cannot approve something via what? Religion. You can tell I'm a little bit engineer, okay? If I cannot approve something via religion, does it mean it does not exist? Kaman, no. Yani in Arabic we say, this is good if you want to memorize it in Arabic. We have a statement that says, عدم الدليل لا يعني شو دليل العدم. يعني if I don't have a proof, that does not mean it did not exist. Scientifically, that's wrong. You can't do this. يعني the proof to tell you, يعني in science, I have to have a proof or disapprove. If I don't have a proof, doesn't mean I can disapprove it? No. يعني في واحد هلا يقول لي والله بالبلاك هول there is no electrons. I don't know. هلا في electrons ما في يعني. I'm just giving you an example, weird example. I know it's a black hole anyway, but just weird, suggestion. If I cannot approve something, does not mean it does not exist. Clear? You agree with me? And if science proves something, and the religion was quiet about it, does it mean it does not exist? No. يعني إجا هلا science, and the scientist told us we have electrons. We go in Quran or Bible or Old Testament, nothing called electrons. Does it mean there is no electron? No. It's like Wahhabi mentality. Wahhabi mentality, they say, if the Prophet did not say, do this, and you do it, bid'ah. Ya Habibi, no. Maybe you did not, maybe the hadith was not narrated. Maybe the Prophet used to put, let's say, to wear different kind of perfume. You did not see the hadith. You saw another hadith. So if I cannot approve it, does not mean it did not exist. Yes, but I cannot say it is proven by religion or by hadith. But it's not. So now we come to black magic. Can science, with our nowadays tools at least, unless you are one of those Ghostbusters, movies, I'm not telling you go watch them, okay? If I cannot approve, let's say, before magic, يا أخي, I cannot approve jinn through science. Does it mean we don't have jinn? No. Our resources till now, it's limited. لما بيصير Ghostbuster, reality, maybe different story. Or a different, quantum physics, implementation. I do not know what will happen. When we start maybe getting out of our classical physics, who knows what will happen? Okay? So here, if I cannot approve something through science, does not mean it does not exist. It's very important. يعني it is wrong to tell me there is no soul. Why? I took that body to the lab and I did all the measurements and I did not find a soul. Ya Habibi, this is not the soul. The soul is not something tangible. I did not say it's tangible. Is it clear? Okay. So here we come to black magic. We believe in jinn. Definitely we believe in jinn. Allah, does the jinn or demons, as the Christians call them, get into your body and into your brain? That's a different story, Allah. Okay? Allah, for Sunni, yes. Some school of thought in Sunni, yes. In our school of thought, totally different story. We'll discuss it later on. But let's now focus about this. النفاثات في العقد. النفاثات في العقد. Islam is giving us what used to happen back then. It is not telling us it is a reality. It is not saying, yes, it exists. It's saying, those who are living, in that environment, you see some stuff for those. If you are afraid of them, well, I can protect you. Okay? And that's why it did not use the word what? Did not say magic. If the concern is about black magic, should say, and from the evil of magic. Did it say magic? So it's talking about whom? The people who are doing it. So in other way, those people are good or bad? They are bad people. So those people, they might use their psychological experience. They can use their good words or bad words to create what? Problem. I mean, and that's why they say one of the magic, we call it magic, but in reality it's not magic, is what? النميمة. النميمة من البيان لسحرة. يعني sometimes you talk to someone because of his personality, you are what? You are so much attracted to his words and you listen to. Why do we see it? Sometimes a friend tells you something, you go obey him, but your parents have been telling you the same thing for 10 years, you don't even listen. So those Islam is saying, I have a problem with those who are doing it. If the ayah, this is according to some scholars, if the ayah were to be concerned about this black magic, it would be better to what? Say, and I seek what? Protection from black magic. Did it say black magic? No, it referred to the doers. That means the doers have problems. Is that clear? And this is very nice, approach. I'm not saying this is the meaning of it, but this is really very nice approach. But why Islam used النفاثات في العقد to tell you how dangerous are those who are what? Cheaters in the society. It is like a person who is claiming he's a doctor. And guess what? All what he knows is what? Motrin and Advil. And you think, yeah, I'm cured. Ya Habibi, he's just numbing your pain and ruining your life. So this guy may be ruining your life, relationship, and you are listening to. And Islam actually is making fun of them because it did not even talk about their strength. It's only talking about what? Something, it's like making them look what? Silly. Blowing, on a nuts. Yani, what are you doing? He did not even use the words. ما قال في جن. Did not, no. He just making fun on their deception. They deceive people. Is that clear? So this is the meaning of the ayah. Now, why they took it to some Sunni, especially Sunni scholars, they said, no, it has to do with the black magic. Why? You have a question? Yeah, go ahead.
So I was going to ask about about the ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah. Now
when أي سورة البقرة؟ هاروت وماروت? Yeah, well, we're going to discuss it, don't worry. Yes. We are just warming up. So now we come to ask Sunni scholars and Shia scholars, both. Do we have a proof that this is related to black magic. From our resources, we don't have a strong hadith, sahih, that we can rely on from our resources. We don't. Yani we have Al-Kafi, about 16,000 hadith. We don't have a strong hadith that says, hey, this ayah was delivered because of this. We don't. So why they relate this to black magic? The problem is in Sunni resources. In Sunni resources, they have couple narrations, but they are mainly narrated by Hisham bin Urwa. Hisham bin Urwa, to some scholars among Sunni, he is not a trustworthy guy. Some of them, they make him big shot. Allah, this is their problem. Allah, نحن بس to be objective. إنه is Hisham bin Urwa a trustworthy by all Muslims? No. This guy, he narrated the story. He claimed that the Prophet, والعياذ بالله, was what? Under the influence of what? Sihr, black magic. Ya Habibi, what happened? هلا ونشوف هلا the importance of Quran and the importance of following Ahl al-Bayt. We can see it, one of the examples, the true examples. This gentleman, he said, the Prophet, and he narrated that, one of them to Sayyidah Aisha, he used to start imagining things happening. And in reality, what did not happen? Yani he used to imagine he did something, yet he did not even do it. So how he was recovered? By what? By reciting قل أعوذ برب الناس and قل أعوذ برب الفلق وقل هو الله أحد, according to some narrations. And that's why for Sunni resources, if a person is under black magic, what do you recite? قل هو الله أحد قل أعوذ برب الناس وقل أعوذ برب الفلق. Once he recited those two al-mu'awwidhatan, we call them, he recovered. He recovered. But where's the problem? The problem, Habibi, you are against Quran. عشان القرآن بيقول وما ينطق عن الهوى إن هو إلا وحي يوحى. Anything that the Prophet talks about or he wants to explain for us, when he is involved in our daily life, his teachings is from whom? Allah, wahi. You are telling me now he was imagining things? That's a problem. يعني another problem. So we have to question before قل أعوذ برب الناس. Maybe he was imagining things and he used to give us wrong information too. You are ruining the whole reliability of the Prophet position. Is that clear? انه روح عند شيخ تسأله للشيخ سؤال بيجاوبك تقول له ما هو يمكن هلا under black magic, maybe he's wrong. خلص I'm not gonna go ask the اصلا I'm afraid to go to the sheikh anymore. Isn't it? وهذا شيخ يعني معقول واحد الشيخ is a problem ومع الرسول is fine? That's a problem. So that's why we question that narration. هلا نحن as far as الرواية هيدي بنلاقيها عند أهل السنة, but it is not famous رواية, and this is another question. I mean by famous رواية, how come only narrated by those few? A big event like that should not be narrated by this guy. It is a big deal. Sheikh, it's a big event. Why only this guy is talking about it, or that specific person is talking about it? Why? Where are the others? That's one thing. Secondly, how come it's not famous among Shia? Because this is something critical in Islam. It's not like, wallah, the Prophet used to like to eat this food. Allah, نحن عندنا روايات what the Prophet used to eat, love to eat, more than the sources of this critical event. Secondly, as I said, it is not narrated by Shia scholars. We don't have it as hadith Sahih al-Sanad. Third, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would make us question the authority of the Prophet? What's the advantage? What's the advantage? Do we have scholars, they say there is a chance that the Prophet could be under the influence of black magic? Unfortunately, yes. And one of them is Sayyid al-Tabadba'i, Sahib al-Mizan, which is one of the greatest scholars when it comes to explaining Quran. But he does not believe in these kind of reactions. Yani if it is like getting sick, he says it's fine. But not to a point to start hallucinating or imagining things, say it's impossible. But as theory-wise he's talking, did it happen? Do we have a proof that happened? No, we don't. From our resources, we say no, it did not. And another thing, the ayah here is talking about النفاثات في العقد. And one of the riwayah, إنه راحوا لقوا how they get rid of the magic. And wallah, they sent someone and he was able to get it out of a well. And once they get it, خلاص شو, he was cured. يعني تخيلوا واحد is remotely controlling what? The Prophet. This is no sense. This is what? No sense. There is a big difference between psychological impact or physical impact. Physical impact, we are human. But when it comes to spiritual ones, who is protecting the Prophet when it comes to spirituality? Allah. Allah is even making him sinless person. All of a sudden you ruined everything. So that's why we question those riwayat. Okay? Do we have a proof? I'll get back to your question. Do we have a proof? Yes, we have a proof. We have riwayah from our resources. Al-Imam al-Rida alayhi salam, and some people they consider this riwayah صحيحة السند or معتبرة in general. عن الرضا عليه السلام عن أبيه قال إن الجن كانوا يسترقون السمع قبل مبعث النبي صلى الله عليه وآله فمنعت في أوان رسالته بالرجوم وانقضاض النجوم وبطلان الكهنة والسحر. يعني once the Prophet was what? Sent as a messenger, one of the things was stopped is what? السحر. هلا هيدي big argument. You tell me, see, Sheikh, في black magic. We'll talk about it in a second. But at least this ayah prove what? إنه شو الماجيك? Goodbye, gone. And to some people this riwayah is صحيحة السند. Any question here? Yes. I'm sorry? This is قرب الإسناد. Okay, it's from our resources. But it is not a famous book like Al-Kafi or تهذيب الأحكام or من لا يحضره الفقيه. But it is a well-known book. هلا, we have some questions about it. Varies from one scholar to another. Yes?
Why did Sayyid
Sayyid
al-Tabatabai say that?
al-Tabatabai did not say he was under the influence of magic as they talk about it. But he's talking, is it possible? He said, if it is just about like a disease influence, but the Prophet is still living his balanced life, he is the Prophet, the role model, it should not be affecting him.
So it's just a theory, he didn't like have like any...
But he does not agree in magic, he's gonna put him down or بيصير يعني hallucinate. No, this is impossible. Logically it's impossible. Yes. No, he did not even say this. He's saying if there is something like that, theoretically maybe, but prove it. يعني هلا بقول theoretically maybe, okay, one of you has a problem with vitamin C. طب okay, maybe prove it. Theory is something then different than what? Reality. I don't have a proof. ما بعدنا بنقول هون. If I cannot approve it, it could be not. So why you are assuming it happened and it happened in a negative way? That's why our scholars, they say, hey, stop it there. And that's why Sayyid al-Tabatabai does not agree with them, the way they are trying to show it. Yes?
The hadith you just mentioned, does that mean that black magic exists?
That's what we are going to discuss in a second with the ayah. Okay, because this hadith also is a question. And this will lead, are we good here before we continue? So this is the story of النفاثات في العقد. في question? Halla, you know now why they consider it portion of magic. Then we'll tell them, do you have a proof from Quran other than this ayah? Because this ayah, you can tell, it's equivocal, okay? Ambiguous. It could be not. It's not talking, is it directly talking about black magic? It's talking about those who are doing it. So do you have another ayah? They say yes. Uh-oh. Where is that ayah? They say, we have ayah in Surah Al-Baqarah. Can I erase something here? Are you good? Can I continue or you feel overloaded? We're good? Okay. In Surah Al-Baqarah, we have an ayah, and this ayah really needs some thoughts. يعني one of the most problematic ayah in understanding it in the Quran. To understand it, you see so many opinions, so many translations. I don't know about translation as much as, the tafsir in Arabic. Mufassirin, it is like a huge argument happening, okay? Because the ayah could be explained in so many different ways, and that will show you how deep is the Quran, okay? The ayah is in Surah Al-Baqarah, so this would be what, chapter 2, and this will be verse what, 102. You can open to Surah Al-Baqarah, and the ayah is saying, وَاتَّبَعُوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر وما أنزل على الملكين ببابل هاروت وماروت وما يعلمان من أحد حتى يقولا إنما نحن فتنة فلا تكفر فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه وما هم بضارين به من أحد إلا بإذن الله. And you continue the ayah. What's the ayah talking about? Did you read it in English? Anyone would like to say it in English? Yes, go ahead, please.
They instead followed the magic promoted by the devils during the read.
Okay, let's stop here. What did they say again?
They instead followed the magic promoted by the devils.
They said, followed the magic. Guess what? In the Quran, we don't have followed the magic. He said they followed what the devils heard in the kingdom of Sulaiman. Imagine the English translation from the beginning is a big problem. But anyway, continue. You have another translation? Same? Who is the translator? يا حبيبي, who's the translator? مش هو الويب سايت. في islamology.com. Who? حطاب? خطاب? Okay, pick something غير خطاب. Which one? Al-Mizan, okay. But who's the translator? No, that's the Mufassir. Translator is in English. Go ahead. What does it say? Okay, we stop it here. This is a closer. But ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس السحر. What's the سحر? السحر هون عندنا السحر. Before I continue in this ayah, can you give me a minute? Do you allow me to discuss what's السحر first in Arabic? لازم نفهم شو يعني السحر قبل ما نقول sorcery وما بعرف شو بعرفني شو black magic مش هيك؟ black ووايت وكله هلا spectrum magic nowadays هلا. Okay? الله يجيرنا بعد. So here, what's السحر? السحر عندنا 3 meanings of السحر. السحر, we have 3 meanings. في عندنا أول شيء السحر. This is which time? This is before what? Before dawn. يعني قبل الفجر. بنسميه نحن شو بنسميه باللبناني؟ السحور. السحر والسحور، هذا السحر. وفي عنا السحر وفي عنا السحر. اوكي؟ السحر شو يعني السحر؟ السحر is this area. طيب ليش؟ شو العلاقة؟ Because they say it is related to something that is getting empty and bigger, like a balloon. So you tell me why they call it, according to these linguistic people, why we call it as-sahar before subh? Why? They say because it starts, the darkness reaches its what? Maximum limits. After that, it's going to happen what? A new day. So it reaches what? طرف الليل. Allah, who cares? But one of the words is what our big deal here is السحر. شو هو السحر بالعربي هيدا? Other than this and that. They have different meaning. They did not agree on a specific meaning. What's السحر? Some people, they say, when you are trying to deceive people in a hidden way, or when you do something in a very clever hidden way, maybe you're not deceiving them. And that's why the Quran, when he talks about sihr in the time of Musa, okay, what was the ayah? I don't know if I have the ayah. I have to finish this quickly before you feel bored. Okay. If you go to I don't know if you have any ayah, but anyway. نجيناهم بسحر وبالأسحار هم يستغيثون. They say إنما تتبعوا يخيل إليه من سحرهما أنها تسعى. So if you go to Surah Taha, so here I'm gonna delete from this. I have the first meaning. أول شغلة شو معناتها؟ imagination. Like what? They throw away the robes. They thought it is what? يخيلوا. شو يعني يخيلوا? They start imagining them what? Snakes. So the Quran used the word sihr here as what? As imagination. As your hallucination. Okay? You thought that is this way. That's very clear evidence. And this is what? This is Surah Taha. This is in Surah Taha. Which ayah? 66. The second meaning, okay? The second meaning, we say, سحروا أعين الناس. يعني they deceive them. سحروا أعين الناس. يعني شو هون? This is in Al-A'raf. Which ayah? 116. So here it is what? Deceiving your eyes. So here it's related more into your eyes, but those are very similar. Sheikh? سحروا أعين الناس. يعني in reality it is not that, but you are, and this is where we see it nowadays. We see it in magicians. Oh yeah, oops. A rabbit from the hat. It is not a rabbit from the hat. You thought it is. So this is what we call it. He's clever. Okay? He do it in a very slick way. Sheikh? So this is what it means. The third meaning, this is our concern. Is a real magic, يعني beyond our capabilities? Here is the question. So now we go back to the ayah in chapter Surah Al-Baqarah here. When they say يُعَلِّمُونَ النَّاسَ السِّحْرَ, which one? Is it this meaning? Is it this meaning? Or is it the third meaning that's our concern? We do not know. From the ayah itself, you cannot tell. From the ayah itself, can you tell which meaning of sihr? I can't. Especially the Arabic could be in different things. Especially the Quran also used the sihr, talking about what? Deceiving events. Yes?
How come, if that was like imagination or deception, how come Harut and Marut, like angels, were the one that taught him this?
That's what we are going to discuss now. So now we go back to the ayah with this, in mind. We might be wrong, but let's go back and understand it from the Quran. واتبعوا ما تتلو الشياطين على ملك سليمان وما كفر سليمان ولكن الشياطين كفروا يعلمون الناس. Who is يعلمون الناس? Scholars, they have different opinions. One of them they say is what? One of the meanings. الشياطين teaching people. You think a shayateen will teach you something good? Okay, who told you then the angels? Maharut Marut, they are two. Here يعلمون is a plural. Okay. وَمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى الْمَلَكَيْنِ بِبَابِلَ هَارُوتَ وَمَارُوتَ. You tell me, yeah, but they told them what Harut wa Marut used to know. You trust the shaitan? Shaitan is claiming this is from Harut or Marut. This is one of the explanation of the ayah. That's why I said we have totally different opinions. Too many opinions. You can put it in so many ways. So shayateen, they are saying, hey, I'm teaching you magic and something stuff, I get it from the angels Harut and Marut. You trust the shaitan?
What if the shayateen are saying that? Like,
let's continue the ayah. We continue the ayah. Okay, let's say, yeah, maybe in this point they are right. Maybe. Let's continue. وَمَا يُعَلِّمَانِ النَّاسَ مِنْ أَحَدٍ حَتَّى يَقُولَانِ إِنَّمَا نَحْنُ فِتْنَةً فَلَا تَكْفُرْ. يعني هول, one of the scholars they say, he's one of the tafsir, يعني mufassirin, he said يعني Harut wa Marut used to teach people and they used to tell them, hey, don't be kafir because I'm teaching you. طب teaching you what? Did the Quran say teaching them magic? No. But they are teaching them something. What is it? What is it? Could be deception. Could be back to the النفاثات في العقد. إن من البيان لسحرا. Sometimes the words in Arabic, this is Arabic hadith according to Sunni people. Some words are like magic. Some words. Sometimes a smile is a magic. You know, a person is sad, you smile, totally different mood. Check. To us, it's like magic. هو مش in reality magic اللي عم نحكي عنه the third eye. No, it's metaphoric. So how I'm gonna know which sihr we are talking about, what they are teaching them? شوفوا what the ayah is saying. فيتعلمون منهما ما يفرقون به بين المرء وزوجه. يعني the maximum that they are gonna learn from Harut wa Marut or from the shaitan or whatever, because the ayah has so many meanings. Something that might create a problem between the man and his wife. يعني all this magic you are talking about, if I wanna يعني be submissive to your opinion, the maximum they can do is what? Hurting couple people. The maximum. Did they say other influence of magic? No. But guess what? The ayah continue. وَمَا هُمْ بِضَارِّينَ مِنْ أَحَدٍ بِهِ مِنْ أَحَدٍ إِلَّا بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. يعني overall it's up to Allah, it's not up to them. If I want to be nice guy, okay, I would say the maximum that can hurt back then is what? Ruining the relation between wife and husband. But is it pure magic? or because of the words ونميمة or backbiting. Look, you know, your husband is in haram relations, always in the bar, you know, hanging. ما هيدا بتخرب البيت. So why you are assuming the magic in this ayah is this, you know, non-fathomable dimension. It could be only deceptions and good words that is ruining someone's life. يعني ما في عندنا بالقرآن إنه they are making كتاب for him وحجاب ويلا. No, they are teaching him. يعني teaching him somehow they are talking about it. But overall, if they do, it is only limited in that scenario. But this is happening in the time of Sulaiman. Who told you it's happening in our nation? Who told you it's going to happen to a person who is reading Quran at home? Who told you it's going to happen to us? According to the riwayah from Al-Imam al-Rida, that after the Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the messenger was sent, magic is what? Is invalid. Is not valid anymore. يعني كل هول اللي انت عملت لهم prove is still also questionable when it comes to our nation. After the message of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, especially if I take into consideration Shia and Sunni resources, and what's the first shield from magic, if there is any magic, what is it? قل أعوذ برب الناس قل أعوذ برب الفلق. طب إذا أنت you are afraid of magic يا حبيبي, or you think magic is ruining your, you know, after finishing salah, or before you go to bed, we'll discuss those maybe inshallah next time. Recite قل أعوذ برب الناس قل أعوذ برب الفلق. According to Sunni resources, even this hadith, we have it also in our resources, but it's not hadith sahih. You eat 7 dates from certain city in Saudi Arabia. هذا ما شاء الله شو هالماجيك هذا. طب تعال to our real life. لا, they go to a deceiver person, give him like $500 to solve what? Oh, there is a hijab, you know, you put this hijab in his water and let him drink it. وبيصير معه cancer because of the ink. Okay? Poor guy. It's not that complicated. So if there is any, the solution and remedy, what is it? قل أعوذ برب الناس قل أعوذ برب الفلق. If there is any. So by that, why are you exaggerating it? طيب, if magic is that powerful, يعني شي نهار شفت الرسول كان عنده troop just for magic? في عندنا نحن a battlefield happen because of evil eye or black magic, خلص بلا نحارب يعني بيعمل لهم black magic, what's done deal? Do we have this in our narrations? لا. شي نهار والله الرسول عمل لهم black magic لحتى يعمل أبو سفيان وزوجته a problem, أبو جهل وزوجته a problem. ما عندنا. But if it's gonna save the life of Muslims, it's a greater good now, isn't it? Yet we did not do it. So that's why we put a question mark. We say if it were to be that famous, how come we did not see enough narrations and events? يعني هلا انت روح عند الامام الصادق اساله عن الوضوء. You open the hadith of wudu. ما شاء الله, we have a hadith. If I made wudu this way, هلا انا بحطكم عندي على الجروب. How many questions about wudu وطهارة وصلاة? How many? طيب. You go to Al-Kafi. How many about السحر? Limited. ما إذا if it's daily problem, مين هو يعني does not have a problem with his wife? Show me. I'm not saying a divorce, a problem. يعني كانوا كلهم هول بالدور بيجوا عند الإمام الصادق. Imam, what should we do? طب how come we don't have that many narrations, frequent questions about it, like asking about wudu, tahara, ghusl, khumuz? Why? That means in their background is not, they did not think about it as we think. And the last thing, and here I conclude, it is mustahab, brothers and sisters, regardless of the scenario, whether there is a black magic or not. When you go to bed, read قل هو الله أحد, قل أعوذ برب الناس, قل أعوذ برب الفلق, make تسبيحة الزهراء. Those ahadith are well known in our heritage. And we'll talk about this and the remedy of these, inshallah, into more details in our next meeting when we discuss also Saybat al-Ain, and this is another big topic. Any questions here? Do you feel, the dots are connected or missing links or what? Do you have any missing links? Do you question anything? It's a free country. Yes?
How come, in general, whatever it is, how come Harut and Marut would teach like the mu'mineen or the people, whatever the sahar is? Like what was the point?
We do not know what they taught them. Yani Al-Quran did not say Harut wa Marut taught them magic, black magic. Allamun shi, what is it? I do not know. Okay, but they told them something might create a problem among wife and husband. طب هلا nowadays the black magic, is it about هلا الرواية that Sunnah narrated, is it between his wife and him? No, it was something different. You get my point? That's one thing. Secondly, I don't know what they taught them. Maybe this is weird psychological things. We do not know what happened. So the ayah is very ambiguous. But let's say it is about black magic. It is limited. The remedy, if there is any, what is it? معوذتان وقل هو الله أحد. Just for your information, if I have this quickly, من البيان إلى السحرة. Okay, رواية معتبرة, we said it, أنه الإمام الرضا said no more magic. Okay. ورد عن النبي عند أهل السنة يسي قل هو الله أحد وقل أعوذ برب الفلق قل أعوذ برب الناس. هذا صحيح مسلم. Okay. Then we have riwayah from our book عن الإمام الصادق عليه السلام. Oh, I forgot to talk about Ibn Bastam. Inshallah, I'll talk about it next time. Another good thing here quickly, انه طب نحن في عندنا بالدعاء نستعيذ من السحر، يعني من السحر I'm sorry. يعني always we are worried about sihr. That means sihr is there. No. Because we do not know which sihr the riwayat is talking about. في عندنا أدعية صحيحة السند انه you are please God, protect me from this magic. But did not say black magic. Magic could be deception, could be so many things. Or could be because you are worried about it because some people might believe in. Okay? So just keep this in mind. Do we have the right to go to a magician? أو هذا الشيخ اللي ببصر يعني. I don't know what's ببصر بالإنجليزي. What's ببصر بالإنجليزي? مبصر يعني. No, you're not allowed to. It's haram. Are you allowed to guide people to a مبصر? It is haram. Are you allowed to take money because you made tafsir? This money is haram. It's haram money. Haram business. Some scholars, they say, if it is to get the harm out of him, it's fine. But this is also questionable to some scholars. He said, who told you there is harm? You are deceiving him. Yes? كلنا عنا إحساس. إحساس is different than magic. Magic, you are saying, there is, according to them, they claim, and someone is affecting their calls and decisions. Who is that? إن كيد الشيطان كان ضعيفا. Allah, when He talks about shaitan, the shaitan is from jinn. Shaitan is from jinn. Jinn, are they stronger than our faith? No. No. Another thing, we have this riwayah from Ahl al-Bayt about al-Riqa, which we discussed, very similar to, what we said before. I have some other riwayat, inshallah, I will discuss it later on. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to leave, start taking some questions. We stop it here. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.